Oh man, this man. So everyone. Oh, what is up, everyone? Are we live? Yep. Thanks for tuning in. If you're tuning in afterwards, I'm trying to make this fast possible. Just gonna get to it. I'm gonna wait till see if I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes so I can start describing what I'm doing or what I'm gonna do. All right, here we go. I think. How y'all doing? Thank you for tuning in. Oh, you got two. All right. All right, brother. Check it out. I don't know who he is, but we right here. Happy Monday. Happy Monster Day. And but what I mean by that is this monster truck. It's gonna have a nice day because I'm gonna put this tranny on one of these. One already have disassembled. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay, it's right here. I'm start working on this. I'm gonna wait on a few more people. See if we get a few more people with me. For now, I'm gonna start checking this thing, break it down, so I can start taking it, start checking, make sure it's not broken. It's gonna break, or it's prone to break. Checking all the bearings. What now? But bear with me. Let me wait for more people. Okay, we got another one. What is up? What do we have? Can y'all let me know? Well, let me know if the chat works. Oh, let me see. Does it work? Oh yeah. Oh man. All right, break a leg. FPV. Hey brother, there's something wrong with my tablet. It's not like updating frequently, and for some reason I'm not getting the messages for the chat. Give me a sec. What a wonderful day. I hope you're having a good day, brother. Hope you're having a good day. It's a blessing. No, not. It's a good day to stay active. And I want to stay active and stay put with my RCs right here. You know, because this day I like to get it finished before I have to start something else. Excuse me. I like to get this thing finished before I get the parts for something else that I need to build first that is underneath. But I like to finish this, because I really don't have anything else to like want to work on because this thing, oh man, not all of it. I'm still missing a few parts, but mostly everything is gonna be aluminum and integy. Oh, you got a 5B, brother? Mike Graham, what is up? You got a 5B, the HPI 5B? Oh, Rovin 5B. That's a fifth scale, right? Yeah, man, those things are huge. Two-stroking it though, brother. You know what I mean? That's the good thing. Uh, Michael, thanks for tuning in, brother. Man, I got this thing and I'm getting started because I'm not very good at talking and doing things at the same time for some reason. But what I'm gonna do is I have a deleted reverse and thing tranny, so I'm just gonna check that everything's good and throw it on here. It's just a spare tranny that's been laying around. I don't know if it's gonna work okay with this 3.3. First, let me fit it in because what if it doesn't fit, right, brother? Man, what am I doing? Huh. Let's fit it. Let's see if it lines. I mean, not if it lines up, but you know what I mean. What does it? Oh. And then I keep losing crap. All right, it lines up, and I guess this chassis is a 2.5 chassis because I'm assuming the 3.3 is not the same case. I don't know much about the 3.3, brother. You're gonna have to excuse me for that. But I'll tell you what, I'm learning right now, and man, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough because breaking leg says Cisco hurts when you run into. Oh man, I bet. I bet it causes some damage. I've never had a fifth scale. Hey, but I'll show you what. I am building a fifth scale. It's underneath. It's a Savage 5B. Yeah, Savage 5B twin engine, and I'm waiting for parts for that. So since I'm waiting, I'm like, man, I don't want to sit around and do nothing when I don't have nothing to do. So I have spare time now, like most of the time, and I'm just gonna build it. Uh, it's been sitting there and it's been calling me to just build me, build me, build me. But good thing I got a couple big block mounts for the T-Max. So I'm gonna first do this one, and then later I'm gonna do another T-Max. But for now, let me get to this one. Um, yeah, this. I'll show you, bro. Let me show you, man. Have you seen it? You haven't seen it, huh? Have you? Down here. Let me see if I can carefully get it out because it's just sitting. Yeah, poor one-way bearing. Right. Oh, 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 man. Check it out. Can y'all see this? RFLM, and I'm waiting for more parts. Uh, I have a video of it, building it since the beginning. But I'm gonna make a video when it's complete because I have to disassemble everything and Loctite it. So I'm still not sure how it's gonna end up and what I'm gonna have to do. So there's no point in making the video right now. It's gonna take way too long. And it's not these engines right here might not go on here because for certain circumstances, certain reasons, right? This is, I'll talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I got it from Diamantes, and like for a while, he's been waiting for me to build it. I've been lagging. It's been sitting. But I'm waiting for parts, the front uprights, and then once I get the front uprights, I should have started on the shocks. But I won't be able to, measure it out without the front uprights and my what else? Everything else, put together, right? So I gotta wait like a week or two. Don't know how long, but as soon as I get those parts, I'm gonna start working on this. So I'd like to take advantage of the time and finish that one. But like I'm saying, I need to get a different twin engine plate mount for the Savage because that one's a little upwards. And the Amantes did do a twin engine kit for 46s. And I think it did include engine mounts. I can't remember, but I made my own. I cut the damn Savage things off, and I don't know how that's gonna work. Hopefully, it works good. But anyway, I want to get that too. I want to get this done ASAP. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I want to get it done ASAP. ASAP, most definitely, man. Because man, and then just keep moving. All right, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all having a wonderful Monday. Oh yeah, we in California building a T-Maxx right now. Just got through watching Draco RC's video. If you haven't seen him, y'all go check him out. And also Z Chamberlain. You know, put in the CO5. I don't know what it's called, but put in a lot of work. Oh yeah, it makes the T-Maxx looks tiny, says Michael Graham. Damn, yeah. Yeah, brother. Yeah, look, I just thought about that one. Oh man. All right, let me read something else. Yeah, poor one-way bearings with that thing, man. I got FLM gears and RC for us just came out with the transmission case, all aluminum, 775, but it looks like it's not CNC. It's maybe, I don't know, 7075 shredded material mixed with something else like integy does with their Monka metal aluminum. I don't know, maybe a different process of aluminum, but it's not the same as, it's like this stuff. It doesn't even look like it's machined, or it looks like it's like the usual FLM stuff. Because you can tell the detail, not the detail, but the, I would not know how to describe it. Like, I can see with my eyes that this is like kind of mixed. It's not pure. You know what I mean? All right. Break a leg. Did you say you run an RC? Oh, that wasn't for me, was it? Oh. Okay, check it out. So you get to it. Hopefully this doesn't get in my way. Oh no. Okay. What I'm gonna do first? Look for all my. I've been swinging this T-Maxx around, and I didn't realize all these bearings fell out, and I would not know where they would be. I gotta fix that ASAP. That's ridiculous. I just realized that. A bunch of bearings in here, but they're not in there. Yes. Damn, what am I gonna do? Alright, anyway, I'll skip that. I gotta look for the damn bearings. But I have them here. Alright, alright. So here are my accessories. I don't see any bearings on the ground, man. Give me a sec. Anyway, these bearings. Uh, alright. Forget it. Forget it. We'll deal with that later. Let me get to the transmission. So, y'all gonna have to help me. Michael, are you there? Sounds like I'm talking to the Night Rider. Michael Graham. I'm gonna have to ask you a couple questions, brother, because I'm not very familiar with this transmission. And I hope everything works. Because if it doesn't, it should work. Like, that's the confusing thing about the T-Max. You know, like, the 3.3 and the 2.5 are not the same. The bulkheads look the same, but they're not the same. The arms are the same from the front and rear, also with the knuckles, I suppose, right? But probably not. See, that's the thing. I don't know much about this T-Max. I'm gonna have to go with my 3.3 right here. And let's do this. Ow. So I need. Let me get my parts. You can see these fit. These are pretty heavy. Okay, let me put this over here. I have a 3.3 case here, and I just want to make sure that they're both the same or not the same, so I can maybe upgrade. Are they the same? Can you fit a 3.3 on a 2.5, Michael? Are you still there, brother? I'm pretty sure you can. It fits on the mount. Anybody know if you can fit a 3.3 right in a 2.5? Yeah, you can. But will it fit with the engine on it? Would be too tight. Because I'm not exactly sure what chassis this is. I just bought it off eBay, like, you know. But the good thing, the uh, the drive shafts are adjustable, and if they're too long, you can cut them, and then they're adjustable. Need the bearings for this one. These bearings are missing. I'm gonna go through all the bearings, make sure they're good. Yeah. Oh, I thought these were the bearings, but not. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Uh, bearing, bearing. Let's see if these are enough. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll see. Any of you get to burn out some fuel today? Because, well, I'm being patient. I can't say I'm not. I could go. I got some fuel, but I got this on my mind, so I could say I'm working on it because it's kind of excessive for me every day. No, it's not, brother. It's just me thinking negative. We can burn fuel every day and all day long, brother. If I could, I would. Well, not really. I'll take breaks. I'm not gonna lie. But if I could, I would. I'm gonna check the two-speed, clean it out, make sure the spring is not gunked or what can I say? It's rusted. And then I need to look for one of these bearings, brother, because it's missing. Missing a berry. If I want. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, there we go. Okay. There's a there. Alright. Like whoever, let me show you something. Whoa, boss. Whoever did this did a in-house uh reverse delete on the T-Max, which is good. That's all you have to do. Or you can just lock the teeth in and remove the other one. You know, somewhat, some way. But it's really easy to do yourself. To just like stick a pin in there instead of this pin, stick a really longer pin or a screw that goes all the way through the bell housing. I don't know what this thing is called right here. I gotta upgrade my knowledge with these terms, brother. Like I could call it a clutch bell. Yeah. No, because clutch cam. The inside of a clutch cam, because this thing engages with the front, forward, and reverse T-Max. So that's what I wanted to put on this one because I'm going to put a big block on this. And I did redo the diffs. The only aluminum diff I have are these. I do have an FLM twin engine T-Max coming up, brother, but not after the let me show you all some parts because I haven't seen it for a while, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Just show you real quick, FLM started selling their stuff. I already had Spider 8 diffs, hybrid diffs, right? I got a new era twin engine T-Max, and I had it together with these integy parts. So I removed it all, and I got FLM parts because other parts that were good. This is even looks like it's real. Not like kind of. Now I know how people that sell gold all the time know how real good gold looks like just by looking at it, right? Like I would say this looks like real aluminum, and this does not look like real aluminum. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to say earlier, but just couldn't figure it out quickly. All right, brother. So yeah, I can't wait till I get to this thing too. So all that's coming up, and I really do like taking out a lot of time, but I really don't like pushing myself too fast because I'll start getting nervous and think that I'm taking too long to just take the next step. I'm not kidding. It just breaks me down. It breaks me down horribly. It makes me worry. It makes me feel I'm gonna take the walk of shame, kind of like. Oh, bro, you didn't understand. These emotions are just horrific, horrifying, spooky, hilarious. Oh, how does it say? They're scary, spooky, and hilarious, right? Just like that one song. I don't know if it's. I don't know why mention it, but it's relative. Yeah, Twin T-Max, brother. Not this one. This one, I'm gonna start off with the Pico. It's a single gear. I mean, single gear. It's a single engine. Not your pimp. What is up, brother? How you doing, brother? I just noticed you coming in. Welcome back, brother. Working on the T-Max. Yesterday, I thought I had the right transmission, but I realized I don't want to go with the reversal thing. It might break it. I don't know. It might not. Might will. But I got a transmission here that has a reverse delete. I'm just gonna throw it on there, see what it does, because I believe it would be better off. Dealing with you know stuff that might not end well. And I hope you're doing good, Natural Pimp. Everyone else is just joining us. And if you're not in the chat, welcome. But right here, I try to disclose everything. Is that the right word? Kind of show you everything I'm doing. Letting y'all know what we do, what I do, and also I try to let y'all know what I think it would help for anybody that's watching. So, and I try not to talk too much, but then I get too into it, and then sometimes I confuse myself. But hey, I'm working on it, brother. Look, next step, I gotta take this off, get my tools, give me some space. But we're doing it, brother. Hey, Nitro Pimp, did they resume the race? I'm not up to date, but I like to race. I like to be in the racetrack one day with the car. I mean, the car we drive, and with the race car like a Nitro RC racetrack. But I'm into any type of races. Oh yeah, they did. Cool, awesome. I'm pretty sure my brother-in-law was watching it the other day. I walked in the garage and he was just chilling. I looked up and he was like watching the NASCAR race. I didn't pay too much attention, but I guess like the Nationals or something. Awesome. Um, Nitro Pimp says, "Sir, my Slayer Pro Edition Pico 26 Max Power." Did you get a video out today? I can't remember. Um, but the Pico 26 Max Powered Slayer. Oh, all right, all right. That's the same engine I'm putting on this one, brother. Pico 26. But the thing about the Slayer, it has a Revo transmission, and that is a lot stronger than this one. That would most likely take the power. This one has a really puny one-way bearing for a 110 scale. Kind of like putting a, I don't know, we'll see, because the power has to really, in order for this to hold, it has to really uh, uh, ease into the power, right? Or else if you jam in the power, it's just gonna tore the one-way bearing by the torque, most likely, right? And that all depends if you put the slipper clutch delete, because most of the time that slipper clutch thing is just not, it doesn't make sense. You know, things will still break, but it just doesn't make sense because most of the time, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I wouldn't. That's why I delete them. I glue them like this one. This slipper clutch. I don't have a slipper clutch delete. I don't think so. I'll look into it. But the other one that I have over there, I glue the discs together with a bunch of Gorilla Glue, and it works fine. It doesn't break. It's broken once, but I realized I had to put more of it, and then it hasn't broken. And then not just that, I had to put one that's waterproof. It's not gonna spoil from being in the outside of the sun. And oh no, not outside of the sun, but that's not gonna spoil. Well, I don't know what I did, but I think I used different glue, and it's been good. But usually I get all my stuff from Harbor Freight just to delete stuff. Like the Savage, the slipper clutch. Freaking when it was worn out, I was like, what am I gonna do? So I freaking put glue on it. Crazy glue. But crazy glue worked. 99 cents. put your super clip together. Make sure you line it up on the shaft and just glue it and hold it until it dries up. Tighten it and let it dry for like a couple hours, and you'll be good for like a couple runs. Maybe it'll last. I can't remember unless you crash, because with the impact, it like kind of messes everything up. It'll give it too much torque on one side. That's what I'm talking about. Things can take the power, more power, but if you try to put too much power at once in the beginning, it's just like awful. Like drive cups. Little by little, if they're angled wrong like this, they'll start wearing out. Where they're gonna start having play inside the drive cup or yoke with the drive shaft or the dog bone, right? When they're in there, it's just gonna start wearing out. And this one, that's my other thing that I wanted to mention. I'm gonna keep it lined up. You know what I'm saying? Like the the suspension, the drive shaft angle. Because having them like this, you start wearing it out with the with the with the dog bone, with the pin drive that goes through the dog bone. That starts wearing out the drive cup, going in and out. And then after that, you'll start having play, and then you'll start banging on it, hammering it, and then you'll start creating a freaking fractured thing like that. Let me show you, because I did it a couple times, a lot of times, too many times. Look. And you'll break drive shafts. Horrible. Check it out. Hold on a sec. Let me get my flashlight. Better flashlight. So y'all see that dent right there? Oh, right there, a drive cup. Oh man, I wish I had something better. Let me see if my phone would do better, cause I gotta point it out. Wait, I'm gonna probably have you guessing. Okay, there we go. Oh, that can't. Oh man. 1 second. Now I gotta put this lamp on my head. That's okay, brother. We're doing it because look, I like to share. So if you can see, there's like a gap right there missing from the drive, from the yoke or the drive cup. And you see my angle? That angle makes the pin go up and down, and it starts wearing it out to the point where there's play, and it starts to hammer it now. After that, if you can see that, that sucks because if you want to go fast, you gotta line up the if you have dog bones. But CVDs is a different story. Constant velocity drives, it's supposed to be a different story. Less wear, less whatnot. But these right here, they're eBay shafts, and they're always adjustable. And like I'm saying, I don't know if this um chassis is a 2.5 or a 3.3 chassis because they're not the same size. And I don't have one to compare with. Wait, I think I do. Might think. Ooh. I'll do that later. We'll figure it out. If not, everything's adjustable. Like I said, these, if they were shorter from 2. These are 3.3 um, suspension arms. And if there were any shorter, like 2.5, they would still work. These are like the stock drive shafts from T-Maxx or any Traxxas. They go in and out and adjust. So I'm gonna try it out. Even though it might be it might be like all the proper parts from that version. Like I might have the 3.3 chassis. So hey, I guess it'll work out easier. But hey, if I have to grind some stuff, I will. Yeah. All right. So this we'll deal with that later. Right now, what I want to do, give a brake cleaner. Just clean up this. Hopefully, oh no, we do need some room for now. I just going to put this over here. This one. Gonna do the brake. That. I've never opened the 3.3 transmission, so I do not know if it has the same thing. I don't think so. I gotta go in through my 3.3 transmission. That's the only that 3.3 right there that I have. I've only bought in one brand new in box, and I kind of regretted it because I could have probably bought it cheaper. At the time, things weren't getting that expensive. Like 5 years ago, things were getting that expensive. People weren't rocketing their prices. I was getting Schumachers at $200. They were, but afterwards, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with RC. It happened kind of the same effect as as like Pokemon cards or like Nintendo games, like retro gaming. You know, price just kept getting higher and higher and higher. You know, but one thing I do agree is that storage costs is pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty costly because imagine you have a new in box and you gotta store your things. I mean, people store the things. You know, like I don't know why sometimes I store things I don't use, but I'm gonna get to it. I know I am. You know, but you store things and you gotta take care of it. You gotta make sure your little kids don't go through it. I mean, the little children don't go through it. You gotta make sure it doesn't get thrown or sold by a spouse. You know, it doesn't ensure its survival unless you pay it your attention. Well, me, right? Otherwise, they're gonna do what they did to my first pet snake. They're gonna throw it away as soon as I leave the place. And they did. They threw my snake away, and that wasn't okay. But kind of okay, because I thought the snake meant something like bad and evil. And it probably did, you know? But I used to like reptiles, but then for some reason I stopped. Like, I felt some kind of avoidance, kind of like disgust. But I knew it wasn't because I was being, like, kind of sometimes it did make me throw up or fear them. Like, if they were going to contaminate me with something. And I finally figured it out, you know? Because every animal that ever has that exists. Oh, what is up, Bowling? I'll get back to it in a sec. Let me get to the. Let me read y'all messages. Hey, brother, give me a sec. I'll get back to what I'm saying. If you're interested, I'll say it in a second. Uh, let me go back. Twin T-Max don't bend. It crash. It run plastic. Oh yeah, brother. I got one all plastic. Like I was saying, all stock. Says break a leg. That not to upgrade. Like usually, I won't jump. I won't jump stuff that is like upgraded, kind of like that 5B. I don't think I'll ever jump it like I have to the stock Savage. All right, so
You got mail.
oh yeah, Nitro Pimp said he started. You haven't made the video. We'll be looking for that. We'll be looking forward for that video, Nitro Pimp. Uh, I read it wrong earlier. I thought you said that you have a 26 powered. I didn't read that you started. You're 26. Awesome. Can't wait to hear it. You gotta pipe it good. You know what I have? Check out my 26. If I haven't showed you, right here with pretty smashed up pipe. But this is supposed to be for a big block pipe. I mean big block engine. You can tell by the size of the nipple right here. So this should be fine. I think this is appropriate, except that big old dent right there that I've been trying. I remember I was trying to get it back, shape it back how it was, or at least close to how it was. You know, I was gonna try the eye sting method, but I don't want to deform it. I gotta figure it out because that could affect it. It might, it might not, but we'll see. You know, it's a two piece. You know, with three springs. Let me show you again. Set it up with the three shoe clutch. And by the way, like it doesn't make sense. Like I always say, you put more power to your stuff. I'm not gonna be able to get all the power with this integy. I mean, this regular aluminum clutch set for a 110 scale for the Traxxas in particular. You know, like their exclusive integy or hot racing three shoe clutch. You know, you usually get on eBay. Those are not suffice to grab on the clutch bill. And then the clutch bill is pretty tiny, so it's better off like to also do, which I hope I have all the parts for, a Robinson Racing M1 clutch bill. You know, but it has a slipper clutch. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. Glue it, right? Glue it like I said, and see what it does. Because it does good with Savage. The only thing that the Savage, I mean, we'll talk about that later, but hopefully I can get the power to the transmission and get to the point to break the transmission because if the transmission doesn't break, that means there's something wrong. You know, the power isn't getting to the clutch shoes, and then usually you wear out the clutch shoes more when when you're trying to take it off. To a certain point, they catch on and they're 1-on-1 and they spin and they're grabbed on 1-to-1 with the engine. It's but then you can tell, sometimes you can tell if your engine's revving too much and it sounds like it's revving high, but it's getting stuck and you know it should be going faster at that RPM, but then you feel it's getting stuck. It's like you're slipping or something. But there's a lot of issues. Slipper clutch is one of them to go fast. You big blocks, a T-Max, the T-Max is only designed to take so much power, but really gently. And this thing will bang it. It's like when you put a, yeah, it just bangs on it. Even the two-speed. this clutch, the thing I'm gonna get to right now. It'll crack it by time quickly, and then it'll shift harder. It'll be like, no, no, you won't even be able to shift here when it shifts. It'll just bang. You know, you won't be able to hear the RPM drop. You know how it shifts normally like a stock engine? You know how that sounds pretty good? Like you take off. But then when you big block it, you won't be able to hear the shift. It'll just go like it's weird. You won't hear the shift because it doesn't there's not enough the engine has enough power not to make it go backwards again. Down, you know? So it'll keep up with even without the first gear. You know what I mean? It'll still pull. So, but then it'll ruin clutch shoes, ruin everything. And all that, you gotta put through it. You know, that's why it's hard. It's hard to hit 45. You know, I was thinking why I'm not hitting over 45 on the T-Maxx. And that's probably because of that slipper clutch. Because I still have it. I have everything on it with telemetry. And I wanted to keep it that way, but it's not doing me any good because I ran out of 3.3s and then engines, by the way, and then it's a hassle. The tank sucks. Eh, I don't know. I've never broken it, you know, but it just gives you too many issues. You know, and then the servos, and then the servo saver. I gotta get a different one. Too many things. Wait, not the servo saver. I'm thinking about the Forte. But one thing I want to do is. Oh, did I get all the chat? Chat. Uh, okay, got the engine jiggled up and running. Nice. Thank you, Pimp. Hope you get a video soon. Hope you get it out tomorrow. Yeah, brother. No, yeah, we'll see. You said it was the Natural Slayer with the pickle. I don't remember seeing it, but I might have seen it. I mean, I'm not remembering. You have way too many to keep up with. Like the only things I remember is the Terra Crusher, anything that was bright and yellow, and then I remember the Schumachers because I'm into the Schumachers. I remember the Red Cat. I remember your CCW just in case one of the nitros aggravates you. It doesn't want to start. Oh man, that was funny, man. All right, brother. Let me go. Let me go down. Let me go right here. Next person says Arnold speed build. Oh yeah, this one. I hope that's what I want to do. I want to go back to the shocks and space them out so they don't extend way too long. Uh, okay. Things. All right. Things always. Brick a leg says things always break. Part of the hobby, I guess. I need 2 jobs to keep up. Hey, brother, I need to win the lottery, brother, to keep up and upgrade and can do more without worrying and waiting for, being able to acquire parts I need and then this and then that. You know, time is money also. So it's kind of difficult because, I don't know, I can't keep up with what I need to do economically. But I'm still doing it, you know. The only way to go through the depression, not depression, I mean the negative thinking of I'm running out of money. Oh, I need this part and I can't buy it. I gotta wait till payday. You know? I gotta wait till I get some money. You know? Uh, it sucks. It sucks me dry. You know what I mean? It sucks my hydrogen dry out of my body, and it just dissipates because I can't hold it in. Can't hold the positivity in. So, bam! You know, I can't think I can't help myself to think about anything that has to do with negativity. So what I do is just get up and do this. If I'm not doing anything else, because if I sit around, I'm just I gotta either have my attention to something, you know. But I don't know if you feel the same way, brother. But there's a way to get through anything, and there's a way to change the way it's making you feel. I mean, I've done it, you know. If I've done it, I know anybody can do it. So be careful. The more you do, the more you want to do, and then if you stop, depression hits because you stop the pressure you've been giving yourself into doing things. I suppose that's what depression probably means. To depress yourself from the pressure that you've been going through. And that could be good or bad. You know, you could get used to bad things like arguing all the time or whatnot, or bad things like, I don't know, drinking. But when you stop drinking for a while, when you go through a detox, it feels so weird and lonely. When you have everything and the freedom to do anything. Because I used to be an alcoholic like crazy. But anyway, let me continue on with the next, where I left off. Oh man, that's a lot, yo. By the way, if you tuned in just now, welcome back to my channel. You know, like always, I'm getting stuck in the chat room and with my stories, like Only says. Only says he has a Traxxas BB conversion. Brother, you gotta get that YouTube channel going on and show us, right? I still remember you say you want to open one. What's the biggest engine in the Traxxas? It was always just the 21, that 3.3. Well, aftermarkets and like Pico made a 26. I have a 28, a JL 28. Also, there's a Force Maxx 28. The JL is just like a custom one. Um, for the ones that they made, all of them, they have the last the name on it that says Maxx. You know, there's 21 Maxx from Pico or Force. I'm not sure. I think Pico. Pico Maxx 21. There's a Pico Maxx 26. I've seen it. I mean, this is a Pico Maxx 27. I mean, a Serial Max 27. Something like that. Something like that. I can't remember which one it was, but it was something like that. And then there's other. I can't remember. There were more. I'm pretty sure there were more. Not just Pico. Um, Force. Force listed a bunch of Max 28s that were exactly just like the JL 28. It had a lot of like work done to the sleeve. You can tell it was high performance, and it was pretty good. You know, they just sold out, and they haven't made it. Okay. So yeah, I think those are the biggest ones they did aftermarket. But Traxxas themselves, they only came with the 3.3. That's the biggest one. And it's a 20. It's not even a 21. It's a .20. It's a 3.3, not a 3.5. A through 21 is a 3.5, I believe, according to the calculator or to mathematics. But I'm not that knowledgeable with using formulas. I just rather keep on, fiddling. I want to get to this, brother, but let me keep going. I'm holding. I'm backtracking right here. Um. Um. Jason, what is up? Welcome. If you're still around, brother, I'm still getting around the messages up here because oh man, um, 24/7 engine with the XTM Unlimited tuned exhaust pipes says only has a XTM 24.7. That sounds like something you would want to use 24/7, like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, brother. I used to think it was also like a size .24 7 port, right? Hey, Natural Pimp. I always wanted to try to get. I'm still trying to get every size from a .7 to .9 serial 09, which I have right here. And I have another extra one with the Espada. I want to get a .9, then a point. I don't know if there's a .10 or 11. I don't think so. For .12, .15. I don't know if there's .14, 15, .16. You know what I mean, etc. And that could be cool. All two strokes. Even from like, I bet you someone out there that's a two-stroke fanatic has that collection from .7 to like a car engine. That's a two-stroke, maybe a ZZ. Well, I don't know what they call those foreign cars. Zeta, the single seater car. Oh man. All right, hey, thank y'all for the likes, brother. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. Awesome. Awesome. What a wonderful day. Wonderful day. I can't wait to come out and play with this T-Max. Where is it? Oh, behind it. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. Bro, this thing camouflaged in the white. Look, I was thinking of doing it black, white, and, American, patriotic. I don't want to sound racist, but patriotic. Why would I sound racist? I don't know, brother. But look, patriotic. I was trying to do a green one, red, green, and red, green, and red, green, and white. But it got out of hand. I mean, I couldn't get my hands on the stuff, you know. But I can do that to my Twin Titan. Oh, that's what I should do is give it the red, green, and white treatment and do a video over there. If y'all know what I'm talking about, only knows what I'm talking about. Over there, those videos I did in TJ I would call it favelas, but it's not that populated like the favelas, but it's so awesome. Like, I've been trying to go back there, but I gotta fix. Oh man, I just can't wait till I go back there. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, okay, here we go. Why does my messages keep going down? Yeah, Break a Leg says titanium. Everything titanium usually wears less because it could take the heat. You know, a lot of people don't know if I hammer this, bam, or say the gear. Oh, how can I say it? The same energy how it gets hot. It's the same energy if you if you hit it hard enough and break it. It's the same energy. Like, it'll get hot. Metal things get hot when they're banging against each other, or when they're spinning against each other. How can I explain this? Um, like if I get a hammer and I hit something metal, that area where I hit it's gonna be hot enough. Just like you know, um, if you heat it up and it gets damaged, I mean, it's gonna cost the same amount of heat. It causes heat. That's what I'm saying. And titanium is more resistant to like mistreatment because it won't let itself create that much heat, right? I suppose that's what titanium is. But is it brittle? Like, for example, I have titanium CVDs I want to put on my twin engine T-Max. And I can't wait till I find out, see if, but yet, the one-way bearing that's in the T-Maxx transmission doesn't have enough, like, strength to hold the power and break the drive cups, right? Usually, you break your drive cups while you're in action. That's what I noticed, Every time you're just landing wrong, making it spin backwards. If it's spinning forward and you hit it enough so it makes it spin backwards fast, or if you're holding the brakes, or if you landed with power, I don't know, so many things. But I'm good at letting go of the trigger. Once I see it reaching down the ground. But the only way I've ever seen break CVDs or anything, even those they're hardened steel or steel, they break because they can just take so much speed as you go or torque if you bang it quickly. Speed and power. One speed build. Yeah. I wanted to do a T-Maxx with a one speed build, like put the E-Maxx transmission on it. Because the E-Maxx transmission right now, we know they've been putting AS on that thing. But it's like so off in the middle, like you would have to be I would have to, I don't know, if the Amantes, like even for the Savage. Yeah, you got the E-Savage. The E-Savage transmission, it's not like it has a pin instead of a one-way bearing. And that's the thing. If they could make or figure out how to make the two-speed without the one-way bearing, it would be awesome. Uh, it's possible, but I just don't have the tools to do it. I'm gonna try it. I want to try it because all I gotta do is where the one-way bearing goes, drill a hole, and then get a collar or something, and put a grub screw in there, kind of like the yokes go in. A grub screw with the long reach. How do I call it? Oh yeah, like the ones that go on the CVDs. Not the CVDs. The what? The axles, the stock axles. Axles, where are they? These ones. One that will go through all the way, and it'll probably hold, right? But people like the agility, so it has to have a one way. And also from landing, just in case you land on power, it has to have a one way. Or else these gears ain't gonna take it. But I'm wondering, what if they're aluminum? Oh, maybe it'll snap. No. That's why I don't want to jump it when I build that FOM or the other ones. I just want to, let y'all see it nice and gently. Show y'all because I'm going to go through all these builds. But here, let me finally start with this stuff. Wait, I'm not even done over here. Oh, man. Let me just see if I have any questions. 26 Pico Outlaw. Picking up 27. That's this speed. It's not about keeping up. You're doing great. Oh, thank you, Nitro Pimp. Thank you. Thank you. Nitro Pimp says he has a psychotic RB32. Is that a point 32? That's a point 32. Oh, I haven't seen. I knew RB also made one for a T-Maxx, maybe. I can't remember. But oh man, that's awesome. So oh wait, RB32. Wait, is that a Maxx 32? Especially for the Maxx for the Traxxas? Because I like to know. Maybe yeah, you can also put any other big block. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Maxx engine. You can also put a regular big block and always cut the shaft and just grind out the slit for a C-clip. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what they did to my Revo. I got a Revo with the .32 axial .32 RR. I have it in my channel. Oh, it's right here. So this one doesn't have a Maxx engine. This one has a 32. And let me let y'all know something. Because if you really want to use the power, like I said, I gotta get through this slipper clutch and remove it. This thing sucks. It's just gonna ruin it quicker. Like I've always said, you put more power, you're just gonna ruin the slipper clutch faster. So if you want to put this, more power, just know and note that it might break the transmission. So you might have to get all the gears in it. And then you'll also have to know that that might still break because it has a one-way bearing. And if the one-way bearing breaks or any of the little bearings in there, it's just gonna disalign the gears and you're just gonna grind everything in there, right? And and it's limited, you know. This I know this 32, the Revo is not taking the power of the 32. You see, I got the slipper clutch and I got the integy aluminum 3-shoe clutch, and with that, still, it's not making this thing. And that's pretty good. That might be good for it. But like I said, like the Savage, uh, or like a one way, I mean a single gear, they'll take all the power for days. Those pins are pretty big. Give me a second, brother. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Like I was saying, yeah. Most of the time, that's why people. I am assuming through experience, a lot of RC nitro guys just prefer to keep a stock with 3.3 or anything small because it's just not designed to take so much power. We figure it out. Like I said, you can get a T-Max 3.3 and put the E-Max transmission on it that has pin drive and get all the gears from FLM, and then if you can put twin engines, you can use all the power. Or even with the single engine, maybe if you can mount it, because it will have to make a custom chassis because I don't think it's aligned just like this one. I think it's on the other side. I don't know, but I've never seen it, haven't seen it, and I'd like to do one. I really do. Look, I know they do because Emax, the first version, my neighbor had it, and it's a twin motor Emax. Don't know if that's special edition, but the spur gear is in the middle. So if that transmission fits on the T-Max, we can do something about it, right? And all you gotta do is just extend the back and get one of those monoblocks from Limited Engineering. Just extend the T-Max back, and you're good. It would take the power, but other than that, we're just playing around again of call it duck duck goose. Oh, no, not duck duck goose. Like the clutches trying to grab on, and then uh, I don't know. Maybe the one-way bearing slips, but if it slips too much, it gets to the point where it gets too hot and it just snaps. Maybe it snaps in the instant when you punch the power in it. I don't know. Just depends. All right, hammer time. This is only. That's badass, says Natural Pimp. Natural Pimp still around. Break a leg is still around. Nitro Pimp says everyone we're making engines for Savage Killers. Huh. Everyone we're making engines for the Savage Killers. What are you talking about? The only one made brushless Emacs with the good tranny in 2003. Then okay, I can't see this. There's a big old heart. Then T-Max came out. Oh, okay. Savage Killers are the T-Max. Oh, I get you now. Okay, so you prefer T-Max than the Savage? So you prefer a T-Max? I saw your video with the X-Max. I mean, with the X-Max. Yeah, a lot of people think they can take the Savage out, but that just depends on the user, I guess. And it depends what version, right? But a T-Max is more enjoyable. The Revo, you prefer the Revo? Yeah, the Revo can clear things, you know? But when you have a Savage, you can't really use it because it's a stunt truck, right? It's not like the MGT. I mean, from what I know, from what I see, right, how it's designed, like it's obvious, right, that the Mad Crusher just flips around because of the solid axles and it's too short and too, and then it's off of its center of gravity or mass, just tips over easy, right? And then the wheels. So that looks more like a bumpy, slow, thing to go. But they put a 3-speed, it's too fast, right? The T-Max, the same thing. It's fast, turns over because the suspension is so soft. The Savage, also the same thing, but the Savage is a 1/8 scale. No, it's more robust. These are considered 1/10 scale, so T-Max is pretty much for its size. You have to compete the T-Max with the XL Savage. So I would say, the XL, you just have to burn too much fuel through it. Um, Things break. If you're into speed, you're just gonna take it fast. You want to jump it, you're just gonna want to launch it and break stuff. And the T-Max, I've never replaced anything on that because I just bash it normally. Like, don't really take it off. Try to launch it 10 feet in the air. But I like the Savage. After all, I prefer the Savage. Hey, but that doesn't mean we can get along, brother. We all should just look at it like it's natural RC. Kind of like how racist people get. People that are racist, They try to. They're too much of a fanboy of their race, right? They don't want to get together with other races, congregate. Right? They prefer to stay, which is okay. It's way of life. Not saying it's wrong, but that's why things break apart. Because when states break apart or race take apart, the people break apart. When the race breaks apart, um, the people, how can I say this? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good to be a fanboy because it just kills um, other brands. And then the variety. I mean, I don't know if that's good for like development. I think that's why Nitro died out because everybody was saying that Traxxas is better. So Traxxas, I mean, Traxxas is still around, making stuff, but others change their names. Who knows, brother? What's going on? The Revo is a good one too. No, no, it didn't die out in outside here. It died out in the market. Remember that. In the stock market, it's way different. That's how I look at it. Well, you say, oh, you say, um, they don't sell it anymore anywhere. But people have them. They're not throwing them away in the trash. I got them. I'm storing them, waiting to get rebuilt. It hasn't died out. It's hiding, brother, because they're trying to kill it. I know. People are trying to kill it out there. People don't want to sell it. The stores are responsible. And who's responsible making them not sell it? I don't know. The who's ever controlling the manufacturing. Over there at the factories. Or whoever's controlling everything, calling the big shots, trying to kill it. You know what I mean? So Nitro's stronger than ever. Right here with me. And with all of you too, because I can tell. I can feel it. You know what I mean? Okay. Only MMA brushes Emacs with good trannies. Yeah. I saw my neighbor's tranny, getting back to the tranny with Emacs. I saw my neighbor's tranny and it was in the center. And I wanted to take it from him because he didn't want to use it. But he just knew he could control me. He wanted to control me, manipulate me by not giving it to me, making me do something probably to give it to me. But it ended up it stood there and it just ended up in the trash. I don't know what happened to it. But I wanted to get it, acquire it, so I can put two engines on it. Not even just putting a plate on it. All right. Oh, it says my nitrous have dual citizenship. One thing I want to do one day is figure out how to jump a border. Not a border. Yeah, maybe. Hey, why not, brother? Like, hey, you seen these who can we call them? The perfect the perfect brothers or the perfect boy? Perfect. Oh man, let me check it out. Anybody know what I'm talking about? They're doing everything perfect. Dude perfect, brother. Dude perfect be doing some crazy stuff. Why not us? You know what I mean? I was over there at one bridge, and at one bridge, I'm like thinking, man, only if I can build a ramp that's high enough, like a motocross ramp, that can launch my Savage over that's gonna drive up, not launch it in the air right away. It's gonna drive up all the way till it reaches to the top, and then hopefully have some speed, and then launch over it like Ken Block did, brother. You know what I mean? Or anybody on YouTube. That'd be awesome. Robismo just got one too. He got one. Oh yeah, I saw. Oh yeah, that's who I saw today too. Video of Robismo and his cappuccino. Cappuccino. Capricorn. I always confuse him with cappuccino. Capricorn. Oh yeah, Capanucci. No, he also. Yeah. You talking about the two-stroke 25? No, I was talking about mentioning the other video, the 110 scale I just saw of the Capricorn some lab, Capricorn lab. Let me go back down. Let me go back down. Uh, all right, brother. So we can. I didn't have to remove the thing the other day. Thought I had to remove the clutch. I think I went through all the messages. Yeah, I did. I read Nitro Pips. Says Daddy. Absolutely. um, I always check this clutch shoe. It's one of the reasons it could not be shifting. Maybe. Yeah, it has to be. Unless your one-way bearing is bad and it's not catching on. But usually, also the tooth could be damaged. I'm lucky right here. This one isn't so bad. Is my light on? Yeah. This one isn't so bad. So let me see. I'm trying to figure. Oh, okay, hold on. All right, I got it. I can see better now. My screen was dim. I was wondering if I had enough light out here. So, like I was showing, yeah, that tooth could go bad. It goes bad, and if it doesn't, it also gets stuck from the gunk, or if it has water, it'll start. I've opened a lot of these, and they're like spoiled because of rust, or they're all broken apart because they're not coming out all the way, like halfway, and just banging on the what is it? Or just bang and barely catch on those little pins in there. So it's always good to check and make sure it's clean and do not grease it. I used to put grease on this, or oil, grease, right? And think it would help it to slide out easier or pop out easier, but it doesn't. It just gives it a harder time. And yeah, that's about it. This thing looks good. Looks brand new. It doesn't look all rusted. The inside. Also, you gotta check your spray. This spring is awesome. Super white and clear. And most of the time it's brown and cruddy or rusty. And that can give you a hard time. Shifting or not shifting. Usually, I don't know. I like it. It doesn't have to. Oh, it doesn't have to shift so high, but oh man, I'm wondering if should I make it shift fast or late. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, and I do use Loctite. See that? If it does that, you're good. It doesn't have a spring. It doesn't have anything. It's just how it swings. Like if you flip it over, if you flip it out, well, it doesn't take much to open, right? It should like almost open by itself. It's the best it could do, but you should be able to do that. Just to explain it easier. Hear the click. Not too much. Just gently. You can see the click. And with that, you know that this thing will not fail. Unless it gets in the water, you're going to have to get everything out. Usually people just, well, I've never heard somebody say, hey, because this is not waterproof. T-Maxx isn't waterproof, but I'm pretty sure back then when they were using the T-Maxx all the time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I lost the pin. Hold on a sec. Shook it too much. I forgot about the pin. Uh-oh. Whoops. Ay, 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 ay. Give me a sec. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I can't. I know there's a little droplet thingamajiggy looking in there, and it's not there. Yeah, I see the pen. What is it? A ball? Yeah, I'll check it out right now. Yeah, it's a ball. Oh, yeah, it's a ball. I have plenty of those. I thought it was like a special looking pen, kind of like that little bullet. It looks like a little bullet. Yeah, I was trying to say the bullet from Super Mario. Super Mario, but I'm just gonna leave that aside. Use this one for now. Get up that. Come on. Oh, oops. Give me a sec. That's not gonna help me. Too big. Oh, gotta get a paper clip. I'm trying to retrieve that ball and clean it up good. There you go. Because it can have grease in it. Just give it a difficult time. All right. Bearing. Is that my bearing? Whoops. should put the spring back. And now throw this thing in there. Okay. I think I already did miss it. Did I? The hell's in there? Another screw? Oh no! It's supposed to be in there. But I'm gonna get it out so I can put Loctite in it. Yeah, that's what I did on the other one. Whoops. Whoops. Y'all see what I'm doing? Yeah. Big Bill Toys, what is up, brother? How you doing? Good seeing you again, brother. I mean, good to see you, that you tuned in again. Oh, all right. I'm good, brother. I'm right here on the Monday, trying to make it a fun day. Well, yeah, it's always trying to make it a fun day because you're getting hit. We're getting hit, brother, in every direction. We're getting hit in every access point. We're getting hit left and right, up and down, brother, by all this stuff going around, right? Like responsibilities, duties, errands, work, all of that, brother. It's time to relax. I don't got time to chill, brother. I'm over here just moving because I've been moving too much for too long and I can't slow down. I gotta keep going faster until like oh man. I can't take breaks, brother. I mean, yeah, I do. I do take breaks. I'm not gonna lie. You know, sometimes it's overwhelming. Jason Kentley, how you doing, brother? Danny Daniels, did I? Uh, all right. Da, 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 da. I need a container for this. There's some in here. Oh, whoa! It didn't dry up. I had this stuff from last night. It hasn't dried up. That's pretty good. That means it's gonna take a lot of time for this stuff just usable. So I've never waited. I think every time I've ever put something together, it just left it for one day. And I don't think that's the time you should be waiting. I think it takes longer for this stuff to cure. All right. Got the ball in there. Got the. This thing looks clean, springy. And we got Oh, that feels good. Yep, yep, yep. So now I'm off with one-way bearing. Did I clean this? Check the gears. Gotta check the gears, make sure none of them are cracked. Because if they're cracked, oh. Clean it off from any grease. Oh, oh, get out the way. It's a brake fluid shower, brother. Have you ever gotten it in your eye? Ricochet back in your eye? Oh, that feels so good. I'm playing, brother. That's horrible. That hurts so bad. So painful. But it's a hands-on experience. Because you're trying to look to see where you want to spray. And then BAM! Alright. So I think I'm gonna call this doable. Yeah. Mm-mm. Okay. It's two one-way bearing. This is good, good. So I just grab a Q-tip and soak it up with some clean brake cleaner. Clean off the stuff right away and then, oh man. I mean, I don't know if that would help it. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it does because it's greasy and it's the wrong type of grease. I've also learned that you got to use the right type of grease for your ball diffs, and I use any kind of grease. So use the appropriate grease, I say, for one-way bearings, and yeah, this is one-way bearing. One-way bearing or diffs, ball diffs. Make them look nice. No, I gotta get rid of all this grease. All this grease can splatter and get to the one-way bearing and make it slip. No, that's what I'm thinking. Better off. Also, there could be stuff stuck in the middle of the gears. That was nothing but. I mean, how could rocks get in there? What could it be? Um, Nothing. I don't know. Maybe you don't have the dirt cover because gradually, I've seen other cases with dirt in them, even if they have the seal, the dust cap. me see my chat. My chat went off. Okay. Oh, this one feels. It feels strong. Feels powerful. Very. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, yo, yo, brother. This is my party. Come back, come by if you want to. Oh, crash is. I'll do that. Oh, yeah. Where is my. What was I gonna get? Holy craps. There we go. Wrong way. Wrong way, Junior. Oh, wrong way, too, over here. Y'all want to see how I put this together? Well, I mean, up close. Okay, okay, line it up, line it up. Now hold it. Yay. Oh yeah, this one has a delete, so I'm still gonna clean it. I don't want nothing to splatter and just affect my one-way bearing. Cause I'm gonna be putting some real serious power on this. Well, to the tranny, but no slipper clutch, and hopefully I can get a 1/8 scale, the Savage clutch bell on there, the M1 with the this. Hopefully it works. Robinson Racing. Hopefully the gears will still hold because they look pretty damaged, but are they still available? I'm pretty sure you can come by them easy. But I gotta get rid of the slipper clutch. I mean, I'm gonna glue them because I don't know if you can get these anymore, right? The pads. But I'm gonna only if I can weld it, I would do it, brother. You know what I mean? Weld this shit. I'm gonna metal braze it. Yeah, I got the brazing right here, brother. I got the brazing on right here. I can't even reach for it, brother. Look at this. Aluminum brazing, brother, on the T-Maxx. You ever seen anybody done this? Try this? Instead of trying to buy a slipper clutch removal kit? Eliminator, I mean. Look, brother, 1M. This is what you need to keep up. But then, your gears over here, man. The gears over there, I mean. Um, check it out. Check it out. This is what I think. This engine can't compete with the 2S. Maybe. It's like 2S. A little bit more than 2S. Depending on what engine you have, right? But I think this transmission can hold 3S. It's been doing it. And it can even probably hold 4S. I don't think it can hold 4S. But no engine has 4S power. I don't think so. Unless I'm wrong. Wrong. Maybe, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna try this one in. Well, I am. And we'll go from there. It should hold with some JB Weld, JB Weld or Gorilla, something, or maybe 20-minute cure epoxy, some type of epoxy. Um, um, long time cure epoxy. Those are the best. Best, strongest epoxies are the ones that cure the longest. Am I wrong? Because it's just like the rest of the stuff in the world, or like yourself. Like, I think you can do more if you take your time, you know, or take it smooth, take it easy, brother. And you gotta take things easy, step by step. Yeah. Uh, I gotta take it easy. I'm always talking about myself. Welcome, y'all. How you doing, brother? Maybe drill and tap some screws instead of welding. Oh yeah, yeah, that too, brother. Drill some taps. I have to get a shaft so I can light it up like right now. I could probably do that right now. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yes, sir. I have to put that little spacer. Where is it? Yeah, I'll put three of them, and I'll put them aligned with the other ones right here because that'll be better. Yeah, it would be better. Yeah, thank you for. I would have probably done it maybe like 2 years later, but now we can skip the welding, brother. Thank you. Uh, One of the things I always talk to myself. Well, I didn't look at it clearly. I was thinking putting two where, or if I mislocate them, or if I make it wobbly, even more wobbly, because that fucks up, that messes up bearings, right? If it's not balanced, I would say, but this ain't so balanced, you know, like super balanced. Kind of like you have to balance a freaking turbine engine. You don't need that balance, but yeah, brother, thank you. Oh, he says it's funny. Oh yeah, you can't compare them. You can't compare all the trucks just because it's a monster truck. They're all built different, only right? Or even LST or the MGT with the Savage, or anything. You can't compare it or the Genesis. They're all different. You know, the only ones I see the same are the clones. That's the one they should compete with. You should really compete with the ones copying the clone, the Savage clone, the T-Max clone. You know what I mean? That's where the real competition should be. Like, say this one's better than that one. You paid more money, haha. You know, or hey, you pay what you get for. You get what you pay for, haha. That's the type of situation that should be situation that we should be dealing with. Not, hey, T-Max is better because they're all different, actually. You know? That's why I have a T-Max. I have a Savage. I don't have an MGT. I was gonna get one, but somebody got to before me for a really good price. You know, right here at Facebook. Uh, but every single one is different. The MGT, it uses like the same design as the MGT is like a 1/8 scale T-Max. Practically the same thing. Transmission is shaped the same. It has the same resemblance. It's like the MGT is the dad and the T-Max is the son. You know, and yeah, it does. It does seem that way because they're very similar. It has not the T-Max not even related to the Revo. You know, the Revo is like some kind of mutated or futuristic guy that came back to like back in time. You know, in the past. They came back to the past, but every RC is different unless it's a clone, I guess. Yeah, the Savage is the king of stunt and what it does. You know, the Genesis is the king of size, I think. Or the the other one, Nitro Pimp, put out the what is it called? The T. Oh man, I can't remember. Can't remember. But there's other RC trucks with bigger engines, like the MGT 8.0. That has the biggest engine size. I guess so. No, but then there's bigger trucks, and then you have the Titan, the Twin Titan. You know, you can't compare that to the 8.0 or whatever, but they're not comparable. They're not they're all like you can't compare. I guess a Mexican to an American, right? They're different. First HPS Savage out in 2002. I wasn't out and around when a lot of stuff came out, but I'm glad I'm here now. I guess we can go back to this. Yeah, it's mind-boggling when I look at my stuff and I'm like, man, I want to get on to it already and rush things. You know, trying to rush things makes freaking things more difficult. Then you have to go back to stuff, or you forget to charge your batteries. Well, shout out to all of you that showed up to the spot to bash and batteries dying. I've gone through it so much. I go through a thorough freaking inspection and check like man, like no others. Make sure that my batteries, chargers, extra batteries, make sure they charge. Man, it's a good work. It's a it's pretty work. I mean, how can I say it? Takes a lot of work. It's not easy. It's not easy to go bashing. You gotta find a place, and then if you deal with people that you just gotta find another place because you're respectful. Then you gotta find another place because you found the wrong place, and then you start trying to start your stuff, and you forget you charge your batteries, or you didn't bring your battery. That sucks. And then you go back and you come back all agitated. Sometimes I've gone to the point. I'm talking about myself, right? And it could be like a big turn away to say, I don't want to go no more. But what I've learned is that every time I go through a situation like that where I'm trying to say, fuck, if I make it through, brother, it's like the best time experience. It's like if you have to break through this fucking barrier where if you want to feel better excitement, higher excitement, you have to go to this threshold of like feeling what's down there, because you cannot realize what's the feeling up here if you haven't experienced the one down here. And it all has a freaking threshold depending how much you want to feel it. If you want to really feel happy, there's going to be a point where it's going to be like the worst and worst day of your life. Oh man. Unless you get to figure out how everything works. But it's a workout mentally, and it's a workout, and then you gotta learn a lot of patience, have a lot of patience. All right, so I can get this out of the way. But thank you for that. For letting me know the drilling. No, just drill it. I'm just gonna drill it. Put screws on it with the nut. But you said drill and tap. But what can I tap? Well, I don't have any screws. I put tap threads through it, and then just use a screw without a nut, because it would be better for the shaft. Less weight. I mean, I've never broken one. That could work. Or either way, no, I'll just drill holes because I don't have any taps. That's what I'm trying to say. I just realized it. I don't have anything to tap it with. So I guess I'm gonna resort to screw a nut, and I'm gonna use 2 millimeter screws instead of putting a 2.5. All right, check this. Make sure none of them crack. All right. Oh, I never cleaned these. Nice. It's done. This is ready. Threads. Checking the threads on the shaft. Input shaft. This one, brother, I was trying to show that they did the reverse delete with just drilling and screwing on some screws in there. And look, there's two different types of screws in there. Oh man, I'm gonna have to change that out and balance it out, right? Because what if this thing is going so fast that it just damaged? I mean, the bearings. I'm thinking about the bearings. But let me do this. I think I can have a better approach to this. This is not even a. Oh man. I think I do have a single gear delete. I might have it want to use that instead of doing this. Let's see what's up. Where is it? But this is for the Revo. Uh-oh. For the Revo or for what? Yeah. Yeah, it's for the Revo. Darn it. Right over here. Yeah, I guess this is the only way. That's okay. I ain't worried. If you just tuned in, brother, and if I haven't welcomed you, welcome, brother, to my lab. My super veloce lab. Ah, super veloce. Yeah. Hey, who else put a video on there? Y'all get a chance to burn some nitro today? Plan to burn on some nitro? Let me know what's up. What you got running? I'd like to know. Kind of over here trying to figure this out, but that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this? Is that not metrics? That's not a standard. You can always use standard. I think standard screws, like thin threaded, they always do okay. I don't think we have to put a big old aggressive screw. So I'm going to put two of these 10.9s graded, right? 10.9 graded. And we're going to see what is up. I hope this one didn't kill it. Unless I go and put a different one. Yeah, I'm going to have to put a different one. Yeah, somebody was desperate for, because that's what happens. And that's okay, quick fix. Mickey Mouse programming and stuff. That's why Mickey Mouse was Mickey Mouse. Yeah. All right, let me see these. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, that's awful. We are going to. And then I was missing a bearing. When's that? I mean, might not be using the reverse gear, but still, it needs a bearing to keep everything aligned, right? Let me. Oh, what in the world? Okay, good, good. Guess we have a donor. Shaft. Here we go. First things first, pop, drop, and lock it. Pop, drop, and lock it. Pop, drop, and lock it. Pop. Brother, what is up? Thanks for tuning in. Jason Kentley, what is up, brother? That shit will never die. It would just get more expensive. Right? Yep, it does, because now it becomes a historical figure. No, wait, what? A historical something vintage and worth money because of time and nostalgia, and also the availability, right? The amount of T-Maxes or whatever's being sold. That's why Fortec parts, including aluminum parts, they want thousands of dollars for them because there isn't no more for sale, right? And that sucks. And who made that choice? I don't know. It's easy. I mean, I'll tell you what. Schumacher, RacingCars.com, they've restocked on so many parts that shouldn't even be for sale. Like Schumacher Fusion parts. And they redid them. I see some of them get restocked, like the 3-speed transmission gear set. Restocked. new stock. A lot of stuff that I got new stock. The reason why I know is because the plastic wasn't brittle inside the wrap and didn't have um the same the same thing. Let me show you what it is. The pack, the logo, these things, the packaging. So the cover, the holder, this thing, the top. I used to work with these. Can't remember what they're called, but they changed it. They updated it. The other one's like all yellow. It says Schumacher, right? And then you can tell it's old. So, oh crap! So I'm assuming they're new stock, right? And they're doing it. Why couldn't Traxxas do it? You know they're greedy as shit. They could have had done a little small production, little small production on the side. So freaking 3.3s aren't that expensive. I don't know if they're still replacing them or whatever. I don't know much about them, about what's going on right now. If you can get replaced, I used to hear that if your engine blew up, you could send it to them and get a new one replaced. I don't know what's up with that.
You've got mail.
Hey, I don't know what's up with this. What the? Give me a sec. It's taking me a bit to I sound like a scratch disc. Alright, this thing is shoved in there and I hope I don't break my thing. Screw it. Oh wow. Nice. Doesn't want to come out. This heavy, brother. I don't want no heavy stuff in there. Oh man. What am I gonna do? Go back to the same one? No. Oh, I found one. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this one out. Was that the same one? Oh God. That's this one. Help me. Is a two-speed shifter. What? No way. Give me a sec. Now I'm gonna have to use this one. Hold on. Am I doing it wrong? Yeah, I was doing it wrong the whole time. Man. Man. Okay. I was doing it wrong, brother. Oh my goodness, that just came out so easy. Where's the spring? Just kidding. I was doing it wrong. Yes, I was, but I wasn't getting mad, brother. Look, that's awesome. It came out, and man, it came out. Not just that, I got parts, extra parts. This tooth is good. I can use this, hopefully. These are like, you know how the two-speed works with the damn tooth? Where I showed you? See if it's not cracked, right? I'm wondering if this one's the same. You can replace it in the 2-speed because this is for the forward and reverse mechanism. So it opens up exactly like the 2-speed. That's why I was asking: is the forward and reverse tranny when you take off forward? Does it hit like hammer? Because if you're putting one of these and you fucking punch it, it's gonna hammer this shit. The forward, bam! Unless unless it's already spinning in there, which I doubt. You know? But no. All right, let's see what natural no die just get more expensive is all. Yeah. I mean, we gotta put more heart to it. More time. Time is money. um. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering right now. See if this thing fits on the 2-speed mechanism. But where did I put that? Over here. No, it's too big. I just confirmed it. It doesn't fit. Brother, give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right. Woo. Oh man. Okay. Cut that out. Now Where the? Come on, Ever, come on. Oh, the spring. Yeah, this spring is so brown and black and dark. It has a brownish. I don't think it's supposed to be that color. Now, this one was screwed in there and the other one was normal. Uh-oh. Oh, it was just under because they didn't need it. Just needed to hold it on there. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I was wondering why the other one wasn't screwed on there. You only need to screw it on one side. I guess so. Checking the bearing. This one doesn't look good. Doesn't seem good. This one feels awful. All right. Feels okay, but not the way I wanted to feel. Not what I wanted to feel. I can replace these. Whoa, that's like a millimeter. Whoa. All right. Get that one on. All this stuff is out. Stuff is out. So it feels fine. So they're both the same size. I was wondering if there weren't. They are. Then from here, you kind of mark where I can't even see it. Maybe I'll just screw the screw. And self tap. Yay. then you don't want to do that yet because does it go all the way through? Oh yeah, it does. Oh, I thought it was blocked. Oh, I am doing it from the hole, so guess that's good. The other one, you'll have to drill all the way through first. I guess you can put the screw all the way in. That should be easy. Should put this on shaft. Oh crap! Come on, Everett. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Come on. There we go. Damn. What is up with all this? Getting cluttered. Ooh. Whoa, whoa. Focus. Okay, got my mark. Going as deep as I can so I can put just one screw all the way in there just in case it fails. What fails this side? It's only barely grabbing from somewhat. But hey, look at this. Maybe I should put a longer one. Or check. Because I don't want to put a bigger one. Just want to make sure that they're both 2.5s. God. Yeah, it goes through where the pin goes. But on the other side, I want to put the same size screw. And also 10.9 grade, brother, because I don't even know if that screw's the same size. There we go. Oh, look. I hope it's aligned and it doesn't throw this off. It's not. I mean, the mesh. Because that could be pulling it out. But it looks even. I'm going to Finger around it. Oh, whoa, look at this right here. Uh-oh. Yeah, it looks fine. Looks fine. They're all the way tight. Let's see how that does. Okay, moving on. I'm moving on. Moving on with my life, brother. I'll see you later. Just kidding. Moving on with my life, and you're here with me. That's what I meant to say. You're my boy, brother. I hope. Oops. Oops. Maybe it's time afterwards. There we go. Maybe that'll line things better. Yeah, that's it. Looks better. Looks even. More even than before. Whoa, brother, whoa. What about this? This just lays around? It must just lay around, right? Yeah, it should. Alright. Bam, 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 bam. Whoa, hold up. I'm moving too fast. Like always. If I knock this off the table, I'm gonna be happy. Giving it a quick clean, then brush off, get those edges. I don't know, it just makes me feel better. Probably unnecessary. Like, well, not really. Just depends. Man. Yeah. Okay, so if I remember clearly, this goes in first. What? Oh, did I forget? Wait, wrong way, Junior, wrong way. The drive, the reverse goes inwards first. And we're gonna have to shim this. Time to shim it. Gotta shim it. Got the shims. Gonna shim it. Every time I change the trend, you gotta shim it right. The hell am I saying? No. Alright, shim there, shim over here, shim everywhere. We got the shims properly. And I feel the static on my hair. Hey brother, you ever get this numbness on your head? Check this out. In your everyday living, when you experience the world, when your head starts tingling, not because of the drugs, but because you know you're sober and there's nothing provoking you tingly sensations back here in your head. But usually, if anything back in your head is tingly, that's positive. But if your body is tingly, that's negative. Because I'll explain later. Now, it has to do with the vibration. Crown chakra's over here when your positivity rises. What's it called? You get this tingly sensation, butterflies on top of your head. Alright, I put this backwards. That's why in love songs it goes, oh my buddy, no. Because love is, I'll explain that later why. But it's it's a low vibe to have. That's what they say, you know. I mean, I don't want to get into talking about procreation, but if you're on it, like say every day and trying to look for a girlfriend or a partner and not be good with yourself, how can I say this? It's a low vibe, you know, to feel the vibration on your lower part of your body because your body is structured. That's why when they say we're in hell, we're not actually in hell. We're in our heels. Heel reality, ground zero, meaning your lowest state of mind. Me, you, every humankind, even animals. Every animal that exists, every animal there is out there, it's inside too, in us. That makes us act a certain way, right? So low vibes, and then there's levels. There's actually 7 levels that your body is designed as well as how there's only 7 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that's it. You know, there's no 365 days in the year. They all repeat until you complete 365. But the same way that's composed, the 7 days also it's composed of number seven. You're lucky, you know, supposedly. I don't know. Yeah, 7 layers, 7 levels of state of minds. So according to what you're feeling and you're amplifying the feeling of, say you're feeling sexually, you start feeling the vibration right here where your genitals are at. And that's what I'm saying. When you're feeling the positivity connection, you can feel it up here. Like, because it's up here. It's up high. And being up high is life. Not with weed, brother. No, don't confuse it with weed. It has nothing to do with drugs. It has to do with just yourself, the way you think. And we all are affected the way it's hard to think positive. I always try to point that out. You know, it's a struggle, spiritual warfare. That we gotta constantly be and fight. That's what they want you to be in. That's what yourself wants to be in. Fight or flight all the time. Instead of enjoying the breeze. And doing something, enjoying what you're doing. Most of the time I'm aggravated. So I'm enjoying myself right now. And I hope you are too, brother. Because I'm trying to spread the positive vibes, brother. I'm trying to spread it all the time. Because it's hard. Super hard. Um, oh, there it is. I'm all looking for the shim. Super hard, but it's not impossible. Because anything's possible. Just like this transmission was made possible without a reverse forward conversion only. That's what it's called. I was gonna say reverse delete. I've been talking too much about that slipper clutch delete. How it's the best thing, and it shouldn't come. But look, they gotta have safety measures, right? I remember I used to just not let go because I was so pumped into it. I became one with the car, and I lost my mind, so I just let it ride, and right. Or if you get hit by a wall, you hit a wall or something, and it stops your rotation fast, but it doesn't break, but it just stops the wheels fast. You just break stuff, diffs, all this stuff. Oh, your bearings. When bearings go bad, you're disaligned with the stars, brother. Your car is disaligned with the stars. It's gonna go straight into the crash. I figured out what the bang bang means this whole time. And then another thing that is tied up with number 7, brother, just like as your spirit that has 7 rings, right? Let me check this out. So just like how your spirit's composed of yourself with 7 layers, the highest one is your crown, which is that's how you elevate your mindset when you feel the excitement and this good vibration, tingling sensation behind your head. Because if it's underneath your body, it has to do with your lower self. But hey, you know what I mean? And also tied up with the week, days, right? 7 days. And it's also tied up with the 7 planets that make up your 7 rings in your inner self, which is your spirit. Because I mean by rings because the word spirit comes from the word spiral. And Lord of the Rings movie just tells you who's controlling you right now is your lower self, which is Satan, is your lower self. They call it Satan. Not a mythical creature. Satan is called also your heal's existence from existing from the bottom of your inner self, the ground, right? So there's only 7 planets out there that we know of. The other eighth and ninth planet, Neptune and Pluto, they're considered ice balls, and it says it on the I remember on the information that I used to read in science school in class, and so they're not considered like planets. I don't know what I mean. So that's where I think only seven. Trying to figure out that everything's random. Hold on a second.
You've got mail.
All right, brother. False alarm. So yeah, the seven planets is it's connected to seven everything, 7 days, and then your seven rings and your inner spirit. And then right now we're existing on the lowest ring that we have. Like even Sonic the game tried to tell you that. The rings, and then at school they try to teach you about the solar system, the ones in the planet, but they never told you that the sun also counts. So I mean the sun is like when you're hold on. You got the seven planets, then you have your seven of yourself, so we exist on the lowest one, and those other two were just oh yeah. The solar system thingamajiggy that they taught you in school was actually called they changed it. That's what I think. And they replaced it. They called it the solar system, but it was actually the soul system. You know, that and the soul is your spirit, builds up your soul, which are the seven rings. So the devil is red for a reason. Satan, the mythical creature, make believe, is red because this matrix is coordinated in color and in numbers, brother. You know what I mean? The color it has to make sense. It has to tie it up in order to keep existing. It's like part of the mind or something. It's like a matrix trick. Like say you want to open up a business and you want to sell fast food, like kind of like Carl's Jr. does or In and Out and get a crowd, is use red. Because red is the lowest vibrating color of the rainbow. So we function with those rainbows, the colors affect us. And there's only I think only seven colors in existence. The rest of them is an illusion mixture. There's only seven colors that we can see that emit photons, real light. It's not a mixture of both. So, also the rainbow is, you know, connected with the 7 days of the week and your seven rings and all that stuff. So, they use red a lot to get you attracted. Even with kids, Doritos and stuff. That's why it's more expensive to have a red car than a yellow car. Well, yellow is a mixture of something else, right? But a red car is the insurance because it grabs your attention. It's so attractive. That's why the girl in the red dress in the Matrix gets your attention because it's magnetizing. It pulls you in, brother. It pulls your black hole in. By the way, your eyes are your black holes. They talk about it in school too. Black hole is the when you blew up from your higher self, the sun. It created a black hole, and that's your eyes because you used to be light, like the sun, light, nothing but light, but then you fell, and light, but when the light's vibration slows down and decreases and falls all the way down like we did, like why they call us fallen angels or humans, you solidify into matter. So you Your consciousness, your mindset, whatever state of mind fell, it created a big bang and boom! All of this got created. That's what it seems like. I mean, it's so obvious to not know. No, notice it. It's like it seems like it's brainwashing stuff, but it's just part of us. We gotta we gotta rise. The sun rises all the time. Tells you get up. It's connected to how we started existing. That's weird. It's like as above, so below. Everything is like connected. I'm almost done with this one, brother. I'm almost done with this one. Think I need a shim? Do I? No, I didn't need a shim because it was giving it pressure, not rolling easy. Oop, but I'm missing this. I don't want to miss up. So if you know about energies, the that's why negativity is so easily to attract in the kids. That's why they're wild. It's easier to teach a kid evil deeds than nice things. Brother, oh whoa. Yeah, we got it. We got it, Johnny. Take it away, brother. We got this. Looks good. It feels good. I don't know, not yet until I put on the screws, right? After we put the screws on, we'll know if it's good or not. There's like this red tray. It's making me feel some type of way. Keep a lookout, brother. Keep a lookout. Draco, what is up, brother? How you doing? Just saw your video today of the HSP run, brother. It was awesome. Pretty good. Really good. I like the color. That's what I want to do. My one of my monster trucks, black with blue. Oh, this one. This one. Yeah, black and blue. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I'm over here. I'm trying to button this up and see what the next step is because I am not super familiar with T-Maxes. I mean, I might be, but I'm used to confusing myself a lot. Just, you know, parts are really simple. It's always been simple. I always looked at it like how can I say it? If it doesn't move, and if it doesn't move in conjunction with other parts, if it doesn't sit right or fit right, it's wrong. Like right now, this thing is like stuck. Yeah. All right, we're having a wonderful one today, brother. I was gonna ask you that you took the video today. You said, "Oh, your camera went out, brother." That's what it was. I was trying to figure out what happened because you said I read the thing. Yeah, and the camera died out. Uh, yeah. Drake says, "Appreciate it. I knew you would." I can't read that. It's in the heart. Oh, I knew you would be on. Live. Give me some 200. Oh, alright. Yeah, one time I was gonna get the HSP transmission, the monster truck, and put it, see if it fits on. But I never checked. It fits on the little buggy. I don't know if you saw my buggy video. That's the only HSP I have, or a red cat. But one time I did was gonna get a red cat, especially the 1/16 scale. Yeah, I got everything. Yeah. But I got into Schumacher way too much. And then I was looking at options, see, because the Red Cat, I never had the monster truck. I can't tell you like my experience with monster trucks, but the 110 scale, they do not hold at all. Big block swappy. What I wanted to know if since the Red Cat, the monster truck has bigger engine, does it have a bigger one-way bearing, and will the transmission box fit on the buggy? Because having a big block two-speed would be nice. But then too much power is just, and it's not even too much power you can handle, just too much power for the truck. All right, so where's my space? Oh, what a dummy dumb. How'd that end up right there? Oh wait, what the? I'm tripping. All right, say what happened here. I don't think I'm supposed to have a washer there. Or shim. He's like, Draco says, battery died. It sucked. I'll be back with another one. Kind of this nitro. I fell in love. Yeah, brother. I fell in love with nitro again, brother. Um, my dad bought me my first Savage, and I abandoned it and let it go to trash to waste. And I also had another little car that they took from me. Like my cousins, they took it from me, but I didn't know. I never found it, so never cared for it. Let it lost. Didn't try looking for it. So I was out and about, came back again, and thought about it. I was like, man, I want to get a nitro, and I wanted a little RC on-road car. So I found me a Kyosho FW06 with a brand new engine on it, OS12 TG, and then plus another engine on the side, the original one. And I ruined it. I ruined the engine because I didn't know. I did not know you had to. Whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't know you had to break in the engine. So I started and tried to use it like that off the bat. And it broke. But then I learned fast by watching everyone, or watching whatever that was available. But not everybody at the time showed up. But I can't imagine myself that I would remember. I do remember your channel. I remember I came across it before I met you on my live, Draco. But I don't remember. A lot of you been on here longer than me, and I don't remember like it popped now, or else I would have. The only one I remember too also back then was RC Show Off. Um, Go Fast. Who else? I was into Kevin Talbert when he was with Skip or whatever his name is, rolling around with nitros. Anything that had to do with nitros. All right, what am I doing right here? Uh, this one goes in first. Did I put the spring in here already, man? What the hell is going on? It's this side. Oh, this washer was over here. Okay. So right here, Draco, there's a, if you're just tuning in, this is a homemade, what do you call it? Forward only conversion. And what I did was just put some screws in one of the gears. Because these gears were forward and reverse for the transmission on the T-Maxx 2.5. It works like a 2-speed. When the tooth pops out, there's a tooth on it, and it's bigger than the 2-speed. So I don't know how is that gonna break, but I guess let's find out, see what it does with this Pico 26. Put that in there, that in there, and oh no way! Put it on the wrong way, brother. Put it on the wrong way. Whoops. So there's many ways of working with this. I mean, but still, there's putting a big block on this thing, Draco, or anything would just ruin ruin stuff that is not designed. Oh come on! Oh, don't tell me. What the heck? I don't know what's going on now, man. This thing is. By the way, I haven't done this before. Oh, okay, good. I was like, what the fuck? Why isn't it aligning? What's going on? But I'm putting shims where they're not supposed to go. So these two had to go. I'm like, what the? I'm like, what the fuck? I keep doing it. I keep scaring myself. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Throw your neighborhood in the air. Westminster! Brother, where you from, Draco? What city are you from? I've never asked you. What city are y'all from? If y'all in California, let me know. Let me know because one day we might have the opportunity and take the opportunity to go burn some nitro. Do better there. I think that's fine. Yeah, not a lot. Maybe I should put a 1 millimeter shim. Yeah, I'm gonna put a one. One shim in there. One millimeter shim. Oh. One and maybe two. Let's do two. What the? No way. So cleaned out the gears, cleaned up the one way. Stick here. I'm not tripping about the reverse and forward. Gonna get straight to it, hopefully. Yesterday I was supposed to get the 2.5 on. Then I figured, this is better. Have it. Ooh, tripped. Oh, this have it forward only. Yep. Well, it didn't change right here. It's still the same. I think I know I should put the shim over here on this side. Yeah, that's a lot now. Why does they have more play? Because I should have put it on the other side, huh? Wait, no. Yeah. Okay. I put the shim in the wrong place. Oh, brother. Okay. I'm still gonna leave it with the shim. I like the way it felt. It was tighter. I wanted to play. Still the wrong place. Hope it didn't fall. Okay, it didn't fall. And place. Okay, that's that. So now I know there's no shims allowed unless. Anyway, should put shims only on the input drive, input shaft. Oh, I wanted to stick out instead of stick in. So go on this side. That should be good. Should be good there. Feels good now. I don't like the angle of attack on this thing. It's getting it sideways. Exactly. Okay, smooth sailing. Man, I want to put some music, but I don't want to get banned, brother. You ban me. Oh, you from Memphis, Tennessee? All right. Grand Junction, Tennessee. That's where we found cool. Y'all have a lot of space and a lot of road, like length to do some speed runs. Because out here, not really. The only street I have to do speed runs is the one on most of my videos, and off-roading, usually I go to my park right here, closest one, because it's the biggest one. Other than that, I really don't travel that far, but I have to. I have to take more of my stuff, like my monster trucks, over there in Mexico, because over there it's a spot. I like the spot over there. Did I just put this thing in without this thing in there? Oh, Rich. But it felt good. I mean, wait, why is this thing ain't wobbly? Nice, ever nice. Let's see if that changes. Hopefully it doesn't. It's not going to. Put them on here first. Oh yeah, I can't. Yep, yep. That's a no rule. No chin. And knew it. Get it up, get it up. Zero shim. Zero shim policy, brother. Only on the input shaft. Shim still there, yep. What? Oh, no way. Something's binding. What is going on? The reason why it wasn't binding earlier is because um, this thing wasn't on. But let me reduce this thing down. Ugh. Okay. So I'm going to keep the shim right there. My input shaft. Right. Yeah, it's still binding. Oh. Yeah, let's not put any shims. Now this is 100% zero shim policy, brother. Let me check if I don't have another shim somewhere there tucked in. Because pretty messed up. double, triple checking. Oh my goodness. What is up, y'all? What is up, y'all? Yeah, it's plenty. It's so country. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see a lot of videos like Raw RC or Texas Hill Country. I seen the parks out there. Pretty open range. Good enough for like also airplanes. Fly some airplanes out there. Nitro airplanes. Alright, so I guess I'm going to. Because I'm thinking, what if it's touching? Touching. Yeah, I want some play right here at the bottom. There's absolutely no play with. But if I put this out, put this back in here, I have play. So that tells me I'm backed up, but that's fine. I just need to reduce this. Ow! I'm limited, brother. I need a warehouse. Hold on, I'm standing. Oh, I have a standing block. I need a flag. Mm. Oi! Hi. Oh man, oh man. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I'm wondering why it's. Yep. Let me go on this machine. Ooh. Looks pretty flat to me, so not on here. Test fit it. Can we test fit it without the. See that play. Now. I'm gonna try this just in case it was just the bottom. Now let's see what happens when we tighten them. Beautiful, 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 brother. Woo! We got through another storm. Genius flight. All right, brother. We're getting through this. Man. A big long spacer was too long. Who knows why? But and then the play, zero play. because I want to make sure that the spur gear doesn't swing back and forth, in and out, I mean forward and backwards. Uh, this one has so much little play, but it's not binding. It's free. We got it. Now we can get rid of this damn box. No, not damn box, okay? Box. Only because you can't spread the negativity on it. By the way, y'all gotta know something. Ow! What the? It ain't stopping me from what I gotta say, damn stick. Your possessions are possessed by you. And the movie's been trying to tell you this whole time because you are the good and you are the bad. Ow. And your possessions are possessed by you by your vibration. So if I build with good deeds, it will go good with the new owner. Right? But if I do this in a bad way, it'll probably break. Right? Obviously because of technical, me not knowing how to put it back together. But listen, even though if I still put it back together good and the way it goes, it can break, fail. Very, right? That I don't know of. But what I'm trying to say is that movies have been trying to tell you about evil spirits and how evil spirits possess you. Yeah, they do. The spirit of somebody else in the possession, the item that you have. Say I bought this brand new. It's not going to have an evil spirit attached to it, which is somebody else's low vibration. Right? But if this is used and it's like, say if I give something to somebody in a good way with good vibes, it's gonna be all right, superb. But you might infect them with bad vibes if you're giving it to somebody because they have to have it from you, or you have to sell it. You know what I mean? Like give. That's why I say you gotta buy new things instead of buying used stuff. Like maybe I wouldn't. Maybe my Schumacher Fusion used ones, all the ones used. Maybe I would have had a better experience. Maybe I wouldn't have too many problems if I would have bought it used. Maybe I wouldn't have bad habits that came from the seller, which I don't know of, right? But I'm just saying. Uh, the only thing that can get possessed are your possessions, and you can affect somebody else by giving it to them. Say if I hated this drill, if I hate it, I don't want to take it. It's gonna feel you. It's gonna it's gonna make you feel a certain type of way because I'm spreading this low vibrating, evil, angry drill that I put my vibration in, right? So always be positive of everything you do and everything you give out, even though it's a loss. It's always a gain. There's no loss. You know, things gotta go around. Kind of like when I just lost not too long ago money, and not until I figured out, hey, maybe it's the way things function for a reason. Right? Jamie, I apologize. James Simmerwall. What is up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. We're over here talking about possessions and how I'm pretty sure that's the way. I mean, how can I say this? Maybe it was another way how they insinuated things of ourselves because movies are about us in reality. All the movies, even the supernatural, even the superhero ones, the X-Men, all that stuff. It's all about us. And yeah, that's why I wanted to share. That way, y'all are somewhat aware that we can't avoid the bad vibes. We can't avoid them. And sometimes, if you want to avoid them, you gotta be alone. That's what I'm just saying. Something bit me. Maybe a mosquito. It's trying to quiet me. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. James, hope you're having a wonderful day, brother. Over here working with Maxx. Just got the transmission in, fixed. Um, my possessions are filled with positivity, and I like that because these things are easy to break and easy to put away. Like I was saying, you gotta have a really strong connection and vibe with this because otherwise, I wouldn't be interacting with this if I didn't want this to become a part of me. And for this long, and the same thing, I guess it goes for everybody else. Oh, everything for anything. You know, possessions are a part of you, right? They're not just items. That are just items. They are a part of me. Everything is a part of me, brother. Okay, now let's check this out. Oh, that's gonna look so sweet. Wait, why isn't this one fit? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is going on here? Why is this one on that side? Oh, it's supposed to be. Okay. Oh, I am so... That's what I mean, brother. That's what I mean. This thing wasn't even aligned right. And I'm over here like, fuck. Maybe this is an Maxx transmission, like it's on the side, like the E Savage. Man, then I forgot the spur gear. Forgot everything else in here. But how's that? Look at that. Nice outfit. I don't know about the shock. Maybe. Oh man. That looks good and that looks awesome. Alright, brother, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna appreciate y'all for tuning in. Uh I had an awesome talk with all of y'all that stuck around that came by and whatever, you know. Not whatever, but you know what I mean, everything. It's not really about, I don't see it that way. That I should just come out here and show you how I play and not let you know how I'm feeling or what's going through my mind. You know, because it wouldn't be a real live. You wouldn't be feeling like if you're here inside. Because it's kind of scary. We don't want to know what you're thinking because we automatically think that we don't want to see what he's imagining, like something negative, right? Who knows what, right? No, we're just trying to connect, have a deeper connection because y'all not here present. Because being present is the greatest present to have, right? Being and living in the presence and being present is the biggest present you can give yourself every day, brother, and every night. Every time you are up and aware with your eyes open and experiencing. Experiencing it all, brother. I'm trying to. I'm trying to get through every single one. Look, that's why I'm pretty happy with what I've purchased in the past with my RCs because I have one from every country, and with that I can say Schumacher, you made me spend so much money for. I call it I call it a scam because it's so far fuck deep within the plan obsolete. Like, how are you gonna make a nitro RC that's disposable? Kind of like a freaking camera. You can only take so much pictures and fucking toss it, or else you gotta replace the parts. And imagine getting those disposable camera and actually replacing the parts in it, just like you do with these RC cars. That would be fucked up. But we're doing it, brother, because we like it. We like. Look, gotta get spiritual. The spiritual thing about RC Nitro is that the faster something rotates, the better it will boost up your spirituality. You know, kind of like if you hear this screaming, the faster you see it spinning and you hear it, the more it's gonna, intense it's gonna be, right? Same thing with anything else like wheels. You know, that's what wheels, we can move with wheels. Because if they're
Mail.
kind of like your 90-degree angle design homes everywhere, except in cathedrals where they amplify signals. Look, square, we're inside a square. It's really same reason why the I would understand if you're trying to um like say you go to jail, get in trouble, and then you go to jail because you're trying to fix yourself, right? Why would they stick you in a box, in a square box, when it's best to put you in a round, like say, looking like cathedral or like the White House, you know, somewhere where you can feel the positive energy and amplify it, not fucking having your energy fucking be bounced off back and forth everywhere in a box. So you gotta think outside the box. That's what Taco Bell said all the time. We're Jack in the box. But Jack is trying to get out the box, brother. But in a safe way, conscious way. Relax, patience. With patience. But anyway, I'm just over here just trying to have a good time with all of y'all and share what I know. And hopefully, I can share a little bit about myself and like instead of always being about the RC, you know, because I think it's better, you know. Um, like I say, you always get a deeper connection when you see their face, you see them speaking to you. And I mean, it's just the way it is. It's the way it is. Like, that's why it's, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know, brother, but I knew if I wanted to break through this, I would have to show my face because it wasn't part of the plan. It wasn't part of the plan, but I broke through it, brother. And now I can enjoy myself, like, sharing with all y'all. Now I feel that, hey, I can show now a reason why. I mean, I can show now why I want to make this whole thing better, right? Because now, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that trying to keep the connection because we're losing it far apart. It's not how the way it used to be, where you go out there and any time of the day or plan out, and like not for me, because nobody out here does nitro RC or RC cars except me and in this house. Really, in this street, there's nobody. I've never seen anybody with an RC car. And they call me the RC guy here. You know, all these kids around here, they call me the RC guys. They do stop by and they're all watching and watch me do my thing on YouTube, but it's not the same if you go and you take two of your buddies with you that know and that can, you know, you can teach them in the beginning, but not always have to be fixing it for them. Or even not just that, know that they're not going to just break right away and actually, you know, have some kind of skill level to, you know, enjoy it, right? Because fixing stuff can be, it might be a pain in the ass, but it just depends. Like, say, if I forget to put the screw on 5, 10 times, and then I do it every day, it's gonna get tedious. But then the beauty of it is that you can figure out how not to make the screw fall out by buying a different set of axles, maybe like 17 millimeter ones. I don't know. There's always something, some type of beauty you can look for in your RC cars. You know, making it faster, making it look better, making it stand out. You like it, personalizing it, because it's my own personal one. I don't think I'm copying off of anybody, going off of anybody's, unless I'm doing the decals right on the body. But other than that, brother, that's what I like, and I like to share it because, man, I'm not gonna lie, I get positive vibes all the time. Like, hey, that's fucking awesome. Hey, that's fucking cool. You know, I appreciate all those positive comments all y'all give to me. You know, and I do the same. You know, by saying it once over again. You know, it's awesome. Freaking lives will all be all the time. I got so many projects I gotta do. Gotta do it slowly. This one, I'm gonna stop right here, brother. I wanted to get to the clutch shoes, clutch bill, but it's getting late. I took it longer than I needed to. That's okay. There'll be another day, brother. Hey, y'all have a wonderful time, wonderful day, wonderful night. Whatever time of day it is where you guys are present. And don't forget the biggest present is to stay in the present. And yeah, I guess that's all I can say, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one. Have a good one, brother. Peace.